You walk into a gym and you see the same guys year after year lifting the same weights and looking the same. And if you're honest, it's probably you, otherwise why click on this video? Your shirts aren't getting tighter, your strength isn't increasing and your body hasn't changed. The difference between you and the guys actually making progress is that they understand 5 fundamental principles that you're either ignoring or choosing to do wrong. So after 17 years of doing this, I can tell you exactly what separates wheel spinning from building muscle. Basically just mastering the basics, but you need to know what they are. So today you're going to learn 5 non-negotiable factors for building real muscle, the kind that changes how your clothes fit and how people see you. If you're tired of looking the same, despite the effort, follow these 5 principles. I'm going to be talking about the controversial truth about bulking, the supplement that actually works, and breaking down what you need to do different. So let's start with the topic that everyone's arguing about. You've probably heard this thing before of just recomp, build muscle, lose fat, do it at the same time, and it sounds absolutely perfect. You stay lean and you grow. No more bulk cut. The reality is, unless you're a beginner or significantly overweight, recomposition barely works. And you end up spinning your wheels and you'll barely gain size and you'll barely get leaner. Look the same year after year. Your body needs resources to build. When you eat in a deficit, which a recomp is, it's like building a house without the bricks and the cement. And this is proven in science. The Journal of Applied Physiology proved it. Trained individuals in a surplus gain 3 times more muscle than those at or below maintenance. Even with identical protein and training, your body just won't build. It's a strategic surplus. It creates an anabolic environment and you recover faster, you lift heavier and you build more tissue. So here's the exact formula. Take your maintenance calories and just add 10%. Weigh yourself daily, calculate your weekly average. You're getting 0.25 to 0.5 pounds per week, perfect. If you're gaining faster than that, drop 100 calories. If you're not gaining, add 100. A common mistake is that you panic when you gain 3 to 4 pounds the first week, but that's glycogen and water. It's not fat. Each gram of glycogen holds 3 grams of water, so it's normal and it's literally necessary. You can think of it like renovating a house. You make a mess during the construction and then you clean up to reveal the improvement. The mess is temporary, the improvement is permanent. But eating more means nothing if you lift the same weight with the same reps every single week. Your body will have 0 reason to grow. That's called maintaining, not building. Muscle is a survival response. Your body only adds expensive tissue when it's forced to. So if you give it the same stimulus, you're gonna have the same body. Most people think that they're training hard because they sweat and feel sore, but the logbook shows the truth. If the bench is 185 pounds for 8 and in 6 months it's 185 pounds for 8, that's 0 progress. Here's what you're probably doing wrong. You warm up to your working weight and you stay there. Do 3 sets of 10, same weight every single week, and you think consistency means doing the exact same thing. But real consistency means consistently adding stress. Every session needs progression, whether it's weight, whether it's reps, whether it's sets, whether it's tempo. Each cycle should beat your previous numbers. So if you started at 185 and you did 8 reps, by the next 12 weeks, you want to be hitting 195 for 8. That's 10 pounds of progress. That is increased strength. That is progress. You can change one variable each week. So add 5 pounds, add 1 rep, add an extra set, slow down the tempo, and get better mind-muscle connection. Your muscles don't know what program you're following. They only know if today was harder than last week. But even if your training is absolutely perfect, you're still gonna fail without protein. Probably eating half the protein that you need. The post-workout shake isn't enough. The 3 meals probably aren't enough. Every workout creates damage. Protein repairs and builds. Without enough, you're wasting every single rep. You're gonna need 0.75 to 1 gram a pound per body weight. To be safe, if you're 180 pounds, eat 180 grams of protein and track your current intake for 3 days. Without focus on protein, you're probably gonna eat 80 grams thinking that you're getting a ton of protein. The chicken breast that you think is massive is like 100 grams and 25 grams of protein. So you literally need 6 or 7 of those per day. And this is just part of building muscle. If you want a complete system, you can get a free 21-day email series in the description. Exact calories, training splits, progression strategies. Links in the bio, it's free. So spread that protein across 4 to 5 meals, and this is why. Muscle protein synthesis after 20 to 30 grams of protein, and then it plateaus. Eating 100 grams in one meal might waste potential growth windows. So An example of your daily food might be 3 whole eggs plus 2 egg whites, that's 25 grams of protein. A snack could be a protein shake and that's 25 grams of protein. A lunch, 150 grams of chicken breast and that's 40 grams of protein. A shake or Greek yogurt, again another 25 grams of protein. And then 150 grams of lean beef, another 40 grams of protein, and that's 155 grams without even trying. Think of your body as a construction site. Workers can't build without bricks. One massive brick delivery won't speed up construction. Protein is the most important nutrient, but what about supplements? The supplement industry is a $50 billion a year scam built on your insecurity and impatience. They'll sell you these natural testosterone boosters that do absolutely nothing, fat burners that are expensive caffeine, mass gainers that are sugar with protein, and BCAAs when you already get them from the food that you eat. So if you're spending $200 a month on powders and pills and skipping the basics that actually work, you're gonna get nowhere. These companies profit from complexity because confused customers buy more products. But here's what actually works. For naturals, creatine monohydrate. That's pretty much it. Everything else is marketing. The industry hates it because creatine costs $15 and it works better than everything. They can't patent it, they can't trademark it, they can't mark it up 1000%. So don't fund the yachts, buy creatine, Whole Foods, a gym membership, and that is your entire supplement stack. And speaking of creatine, it's the one supplement that has 30 plus years of research proving that it works, and it's creatine monohydrate. Most supplements are expensive urine, but creatine increases ATP production, more energy for reps, pulls water into the muscles so it gives you better pumps and better growth signals. It may even improve your brain function. If you aim for 5 grams a day for 3 to 4 weeks to saturate, don't overcomplicate it. Timing doesn't matter, loading isn't necessary, and fancy forms aren't better. The International Society of Sports Nutrition calls it the most effective supplement for muscle and strength. Not one of, but the most effective. But probably one of the most important and overlooked is recovery, and that means sleep. You obsess over workouts, macros, and then get 5 hours of sleep, and that's sabotaging everything. Muscle isn't built in the gym, it's built in your bed. During deep sleep, growth hormone peaks, testosterone resets, and muscles repair. Poor sleep tanks testosterone by 15% in 1 week. Increased cortisol, so your muscles start to break down, ruin insulin sensitivity, destroy recovery, and makes you store fat well. So aim for 7 to 9 hours per night, non-negotiable. And this is exactly how. Same bedtime every night. Yes, that means weekends too. A cool room, completely dark, so blackout curtains if you need it. No screens 1 hour before bed, and no caffeine at least 8 hours, more if you're more sensitive. Think of sleep as your body's construction crew working overnight. Skip sleep and the crew doesn't show up. All that effort gets wasted. So let's be real for a second. Just you and me. You might be frustrated and you see other guys growing and you staying the same, and you wonder if you have bad genetics or low testosterone or some kind of metabolic issue, and the truth is that you don't. You're just not doing the basics consistently, and that's actually the good news. It means you can fix it. It means you've literally got all of the answers in this one video. You're not broken. You're not a hard gainer. You're either under eating or under progressing or under recovering or all three. Most guys want complicated solutions because it feels like they're doing more. The basics done consistently beat complex programs done occasionally. If you give yourself 12 weeks following this, just 12 weeks, 3 months, eating in a surplus, not a massive one, just a small one, add weight to the bar every single week, or at least try to, get the protein that your body needs, take creatine and sleep for at least 8 hours, you will grow. No fancy programs, no special techniques, just consistency and basic. You'll gain more muscle in those 12 weeks than the previous year of program hopping and supplement chasing. And now you know why you're not growing. And they're not secrets. Every muscular guy's mastered them. You're just chasing complicated programs. So your action plan. So now you know what builds muscle. If you do bulk, you might need to lose a bit of fat. And if you want to burn fat while keeping your gains, then watch that video just there. I'll walk you through how to set up everything you'll ever need. It will help you get shredded and keep all of the muscle.